Now, let's do something really dangerous. I don't honestly know if I'm going to be able to kill this guy. Let's find out together. Doesn't help that I lose half my health just getting down into the battlefield. It's also not the worst idea to immediately to have switched out to the Crest Shield, because this guy does a lot of magic damage. Whew. Oh, that attack comes back behind the demon and will hit you. Ouch. Yeah, the odds are not looking good for us right now. I mean, if he wants to do that a whole bunch, that'd be great. That'd help a lot. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. I think if I get a second's respite, I just might try and switch out my shield. Okay, here we go. There, I took significantly less magic. It did, however, consume a great deal more stamina in order to block it. Ouch. It's entirely possible that this guy's resistant to magical damage, so our weapon won't be very good against him. Stop that. Yeah, I'm okay with him doing that a whole bunch of times in a row. Oh boy, that's gonna hurt. That's the problem with standing in front of this enemy, is that that attack goes off behind you and will hit you even if you have your shield up. Wow, and has a pretty good radius on it. Key to this guy is patience, essentially. A whole lot of the game gets easier if you're patient. Case in point, I was a little too much of a hurry to get up and hit him, so I took damage I didn't need to take there. and I wasn't able to hit him as a result. Ah, darn, I thought I'd be able to block that. This time I need to heal rather than hit him. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, wow, yeah, that was bad. I hit the wrong button and got killed because of it. I think I am still a little under-geared for killing that guy. So what I'm going to try to do that will almost certainly not work, but I'm going to try it anyways. I'm going to try and get down there and get that humanity back. Rather not lose that 5 floating humanity. I do, I'm not too worried about it. Apparently, though, he rebuilds his roof if he kills you. So that's fun. Ah, there's my what souls I had, and more importantly, I think it was 5 humanity I still had. Thank you. Ouch. Why did that nearly kill me? Okay, you know what? It was 4 humanity and almost 6,000 souls. It's not really worth worrying about. Yeah, I will come back here later. Ooh! How did I forget they were here? Instead of beating my head against that wall all night long, I'm in no hurry to kill that guy. I'm gonna go to the next area. That bird is just so accommodating. I'm really glad that was survivable. Oh. I have no floating humanity and basically nothing in the way of experience. So now's a good time to go get another Firekeeper sold to improve the Estus Flask. In the course of normal play, I could absolutely survive getting this thing, and I could probably even survive it now. Definitely survive it now if I'm willing to use a consumable that I'm not willing to use right now. But there's probably a 50-50 chance I'm gonna die. those consumables put a curse on you that you want. It is essentially just a curse that lets you interact with the enemies in this area, with the ghosts in this area. Because they can sure as heck interact with you. Right now, I can't even touch them. Like, I'll bump into them if I run into them, but I can't harm them in any way. Not even with my spells. Okay, now, sometimes I can make the run back across. Other times, they do that and kill me. This woman, by the way, never talks because her tongue has been cut out. I believe it was self-inflicted. I'm not 100% sure on that, though. If you do let her die and bring her back to life later on, it restores her tongue and her ability to speak, and she's not terribly happy about that concept. Whatever happened, she feels she deserves her punishment, I guess. Wait, I already picked that up. So over there is where that dead dragon that got up and killed me is. This leads to... This is the exit to, or from the next area. Because I have the master key, I get to cheat and skip most of the next area. To be honest, it's kind of frustrating. Oh, right, I just remembered something. Even though the spider shield is not enchanted, it's very important in this area because a lot of enemies have various poison attacks, including these guys. And no other shield completely stops poison buildup. They'll reduce it, but they don't stop it. And worse than poison is toxic. There is a thankfully not respawning enemy coming up. Now I'm poisoned. Now I'm dead. That went well. As I was saying, there are enemies coming up that inflict toxic, where a single hit from one of their darts puts like a super poison on you and will kill you very quickly. There's my pittance of experience that I had. And I might as well pick up. No reason not to. Oh no, I didn't have any at all. Right, I forgot. I died. Darn, I was really hoping to start that fight with a backstab. Just got a lot harder. Ouch. One more hit like that and I will... Oh, that would have been a great chance to hit them too. Ouch. Yeah, there's almost no amount of poise that will let you attack through that. Okay, one down. It's easier with only one to deal with. So these guys have only got 2 bits of loot that I know of. One of them is the club that they're wielding. And that's the other one. And yes, I'm going to pick it up again. Believe it or not, when you can eventually sell items, you can sell that for 500 souls. Or experience, or whatever you want to call it. You can also throw it at people and put toxic, that super poison I was talking about, on them. However, the act of throwing it also causes you to have some buildup, but not as much as the person you hit. I'm bad at backstabbing these. Come on, there we go. Let's put on... Okay. Actually, now that I can roll like that without Havel's ring, I don't ever really need to wear it again. Kinda nice. Unless I change gear. This area sometimes has frame rate issues. So hopefully that won't come across too much on the screen. It's my understanding that on consoles, this area sometimes got down to single-digit frames. Oh, creepy thing was stuck on me. Where is the ladder down? There it is. Yeah. Come on down a little closer, will ya? Okay, I should be able to hit you now. There we go. Did I hit you? No. By the way, these bugs infinitely spawn at various parts of the swamp. You don't really want to waste your time with them. I would really prefer to avoid poison buildup, too. Now, these guys, if their dart hits me even once, I will be under the effect of toxic, which is killing me extremely fast. So I'm actually not going to cure it right away. Not because it'll kill me quickly, but because you can't have it on you more than once. So I'm essentially just using it as a shield to run around and kill the other ones that inflict it. I'm not terribly far from a bonfire, so it doesn't matter that I'm going through my Estus in a hurry. Do I have the... No, I don't. Let's get that fixed. I need the item that will fix the toxic on my hotbar. Where is it? Okay, here we go. That. Do you mind? I was busy. I really don't want both poison and toxic. And as for you, here. Now I think the one that fell might have survived. Oh well, so I'll deal with them in a bit. Oh wait, there's more, isn't there? Drink, don't die. Okay, let's clear this while I figure out. Thought there might have been more darts coming at me. Oh, that's much better than going down there and fighting them. I mean, some of them I am going to have to go down there and fight, but being able to do this to a couple of them is kind of neat. Ah! Yeah, did survive. Okay, and I guess it is more than one dart, because it actually hit me a couple of times. Okay, let's try and get down there quickly then. Oh! Okay, so it's 2 darts. Yeah, why not? Just because it's fun. Well, it's less fun when that happens. Oh, heck. I forgot that one was even there. Heal very quickly. Run up and kill that thing real quick. And then make this problem go away. Here's the Firekeeper soul that I wanted. That's why I came up here. Now, if you take the proper way down, there's a lot more of those guys you have to deal with. A lot more. In addition to the fact that the normal way down here involves a lot of falling hazards. Those dogs that I pretty well ran over or shot with lightning. Breathe fire. You get to deal with them. Difficult to see, but basically way up there. There is a route where you can jump and fall, essentially bounce your way down without dying. You will take damage, and I think you do need to heal at a couple of points. But you get all the way down really quickly. Yeah, I've never even tried. These things will also breathe fire, by the way. Sort of a common theme here. Now we're at the bonfire. And there's a bit of loot back here that I don't know will ever be useful to this character, but I'm gonna get it anyways. So Dragon Scale has got 3 uses. There is a faction, a covenant, that you can join, and that you can rank up by turning in Dragon Scales. Dragon weapons, such as the various weapons you get for cutting off dragon tails, are also improved by it. That's how you enhance them. And the faction that you join and can turn them into, you can also essentially gamble them in PvP. Yes, I know what I want to do. It involves having humanity, and I don't have any floating. So... there is an NPC invasion that's right about to happen that's pretty important, because after you beat the NPC, you can summon them to help you with the boss fight. And she has very, very high fire resistance, which is extremely useful. If you just come out from the cave for a little bit, she'll eventually notice you and attack. There she is. Maneater Mildred. I don't know if it's true, but I heard a rumor that when they were testing, Maneater Mildred is based on the character design and build one of the developers used to troll the other developers when they were testing PvP. And as I said earlier, these things are just going to keep coming. You can't ever kill enough of them to make them all go away. Oh hey, I got her butcher knife. Cool, I forgot she drops that. So before we fight the boss, I'm going to show you real quickly where I will get all of the green shards and probably large shards I need to fully upgrade my sword and my bow. And probably my shield. Yeah, I'm just ignoring the fact that I'm poisoned. More or less have to. These slugs can drop not only both the large and the green, but when they drop the green Titanite, they drop a stack of 5 of them. And there are a pretty good circuit you could do and get a fairly large number of them. I'm only going to do it once on camera. After that, I'm just going to go fight the boss of the zone. It'd be nice to get some green. But I don't know what my item chance is with only one floating humanity, so probably not going to have it. I can find out, actually. My item discovery. Currently 150. The highest it can possibly be involves a ring I don't have yet, and that makes it... and having 10 floating humanity, at which point it'll be 410. There's also a few large shards just in this area. 2 or 3, I think. So if I wasn't wearing that rusted ring, walking in this goop that is poisoning me would also slow me down. Yeah, that's way faster than shooting them. If I have a more powerful bow, sometimes I just shoot them because there are some points where there are quite a few of them. Wow. No, my item find is really low right now, but nothing yet. And I'm poisoned again. Yeah, that's one of the... Maybe there's 3 large Titanites just sitting around down here. Ouch. Yeah, they can't hit reasonably hard. Where'd that body go? Huh. Oh, well, hopefully it didn't have loot. Oh, does it sit here? this is here. Didn't have loot. Come on, target the thing I'm right next to. Thank you. This is a fun weapon. Whoops. Didn't actually intend to equip it, but that's okay. Yeah. Imbued with the frightful occult energy which restores hit points with each hit. It's not a lot of health, but it's some, and it's kind of interesting. The trick is, it is terrible scaling. E with strength and C with dexterity. And that never really gets much better. So let's get my claymore back. There we go. There's a few more of these things to kill. Ooh, wow, yeah. There's a little bit of frame rate. Even I'm noticing that. Yikes. Oh, this one dropped something. Large. I was hoping for green. Oh, I'll show you this while we're here as well. This leads to an entire area that's hidden behind 2 fake walls. This is another one of those areas that's like, well, we'll come back for this one. Also the worst shield in the game. I believe that's the worst shield in the game. Yeah, if I drop down there... Yeah, if I go down here and follow this all the way down... The Great Hollow. I'm essentially inside a gigantic tree now. And here's the drop-off. You can climb back up. Yeah. There's a bonfire right down at the bottom there, I think, or very, very close to that, to the bottom of that ladder. And then you go way down, fight some dangerous enemies, and you're in a whole optional area. Entirely optional zone. In fact, if you want to join that Dragon Covenant, that's where you have to go. And there's 2 or 3 more slugs over here to kill out. Yep, that's it. Oh well, no green. Oh, 1 green there. Nice. I had completely forgotten you get 1 there. So I will be using that when I get back to the bonfire. I'm not going to keep doing this lap. But that's basically what you can do. If you want to get large or green Titanite, you can just do this lap, and I will show you. We're coming up pretty close to the bonfire area. There it is right there. Basically, you just do a circle around the bottom of the map. Well, now that I can roll with my currently equipped gear, let's go back to putting points into... Oh, wait, no, before I spend experience. To make my claymore a bit better. Yeah, I gain a little bit of damage. It all adds up in the end. This will also increase my damage. By a little bit. Now the boss is up on that hill of white, which I believe is supposed to be spiderweb or something. You don't want to just run straight at it. You can just barely make him out above that rickety fence. There's one of those big giant guys holding a boulder. It will throw the boulder at you, hit you with it, put it on the ground and roll it towards you and kind of steamroll you. Instead, I kind of hug the wall here and avoid them. I can use the other moss I just unequipped to cure poison, but it's a bit of a waste because the one I just equipped is a little more common and it will cure poison but won't cure toxic. So, not that I think I will ever encounter toxic again. I don't think there's any enemies that I'm likely to have to deal with that have it. Okay, let's get rid of my poison. You don't have to fight these, they're perfectly harmless. In fact, if you do kill them, they release these snake worm things that are a colossal pain in the butt to deal with. And here is the summoning sign for Man-Eater Mildred. If there's an NPC summons available for a fight, I will take them in almost every instance. There's one fight that I won't take them for. Might be more than one, but I think it's only one. Okay, I'm gonna let this boss intro play. Not necessarily because I like it, but because it's weird. This boss design is incredible, but her introduction is very, very strange. Yeah, this is the weird part. They establish this terrifying monster, and then they overly sexualize it. And never show her full face. She has one. I mean, I'm not going to get close enough to look at her face. Because I'm not going to be in front of her. That seems like a terrible idea to me. Yeah, you can see in the distance she has a full face. The cutscene stops at some coy smile. Yeah, Man-Eater Mildred just sort of rolled through that lava that would ruin, and she was fine. Oh, no, don't be there, don't be there. In fact, get my shield back out. However, she can at times be a little silly and get stuck on things. Come on, get back on the giant spider lady. Go, fight. I brought you here to tank for me. Get to work. Thank you. Should probably have switched my shield back to my Baldur's Night shield as well. Yeah, I'd be dead if I was in the lava that long. Now she's just going to try and run through the lava to get to Quelaag. Oh, whoops. That's the thing, the longer this boss fight goes on, the more cluttered with lava the battlefield gets. The lava will go away over the course of the fight, but it can take a while. Let's dodge right into that. Oh, no. Okay, good. It is very possible for me to hit Man-Eater Mildred with that. And it will kind of ruin her. In fact, I wonder... No. Gotta stop doing that. Let's heal. Try to get her back on... Yeah, she's back on Mildred. Let's switch shields very quickly. Oh wow, she didn't do her crazy explosion thing once the entire fight. Whew. Thank you, Man-Eater Mildred. One of the two weapons that can be made with Quelaag's soul is, in my opinion, one of the only boss weapons worth making. And while this character won't get a lot of use out of it, I might make it at some point. And once again, we're going to stand way too close to a bell that we just rung. I know we're undead, but this can't be good for you. So, well, something definitely happened. This leads to a place that I'm going to go in just a couple of seconds, just a minute or two. First, this wall. Now, if we had a different gift from the start of the game, if we had the old witch's ring...
Oh dear, what have we here? Are you a new servant?
Again, you want to say yes. If we had the old witch's ring, we could talk to this guy's master.
But you have no eggs. No matter. Go along and have audience with our fair lady. I pray that you will mind your manners.
If we had the old witch's ring, we could talk to her. This is Quelaag's sister. And it's kind of tragic, honestly. If I play this into New Game Plus, by that point I will have an old witch's ring, because there is another way to get one. She's a firekeeper, so she will reinforce the Estus Flask for us. And this is a covenant that I want to join temporarily. I will eventually rejoin these Sunlight Warriors, but for now, I eventually want to be able to open the secret door that will let me save Solaire. Yeah, if I try and talk to her, I just get that. If I had the ring, I could talk to her properly. Sorry about that, I just wanted a bit of my tea. I've been talking to myself for a while. Also, every area that has a firekeeper at it is automatically kindled. Kind of nice. So that that firewood did bring me up to the 10 Estus flasks. We're not going to do this whole area. I don't think I can do this whole area yet. Like, I think there's an actual wall stopping me, I think. But we're going to deal with the first part of this. This area is essentially a small collection of, like, mini-bosses. Yeah, I almost never bother with that bonfire, because the other one, which is not much further away, will give you 10 Estus flasks without having to kindle it. So we're going to... oh, excuse me for a second. Oh, much better. So we're about to fight one of the most unfortunately named bosses in the game. Like, Ceaseless Discharge, I think is the name. And, yeah, because I had no shame, I'm going to cheese the heck out of this fight. I don't know precisely how close I have to be for this to count. Really? Just hit you in like one of your eyes. Okay. I got it. Time to go. Ow. Yeah, I almost always get hit by that right there. And we just wait patiently for him to show up here, and then he's going to, instead of using that blast, he's going to try and hit us physically. And then we can hit the appendage he uses to hit us. More of a tentacle than an arm, really. There's even a way that you can run him back the way you came, and he'll fall off a cliff or something and die. I've never really tried that. I think I tried it once and it just didn't work for me. There we go. And that's to tell that he's swinging. And you can usually get off 2 or 3 swings before he pulls his appendage back. And he's swinging again. I ran a little further away than I needed to. I still got 2 hits, it's not bad. You don't run far enough away, that happens. Now I'm not going to get in any hits this time. No. Ah, it's around the corner too long. Dragging this out longer than I need to. Here we go. Come on. Go. I apologize, this is kind of boring, but this boss is actually really hard for me to fight without cheesing the heck out of him. Possibly because this method works so well, I've never bothered to learn how to fight him out in the open. Yeah, a couple more times and he'll be dead. Next time, I think. Yep, there we go. This next cutscene is just a lava draining away, so I'm just going to skip it if I can. Apparently I hit one too many buttons in Dragon Estus. That doesn't matter. That's fine. Wow, we've been doing this for almost 2 hours. And the stream is picking now to have some more issues, it looks like, at least on my preview screen. Hope it's running smoother for you guys. Can't imagine that it is, though. The good news is that I am recording this locally, and hopefully the sound quality will be okay. And I will be posting it on a YouTube channel within a week, I hope. You know what? I'm being lazy. Sorry about that. Got a friend just sent me a text message. Okay, let's spend a bunch of this on faith. Yeah, let's pause at 30 long enough to get my endurance up some more. And I think that will be it for now. Yeah, I think this is where I'm going to call the stream to a close. Sorry if you had just joined in recently. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. And I should be back doing this in a few days, maybe? Maybe tomorrow night. We'll see. Until then, take care.